Good morning, my lovelies, and welcome to another frosty and bitterly cold Saturday morning. I hope you're all well. Look at that beauty. Isn't it beautiful? Just look. Look, all the frost has gone onto the grass, look, and it's made it so pretty. Look, that's amazing. I like that. That's really pretty. And this field over here where the crop's coming through. See, I like it when Jack Frost comes to play because he leaves things like this and it's so pretty. Right, come on then, Lou. Let's go for a walk. Come on. Right then, lovelies. So, yesterday I was going to do this little video yesterday, but obviously Mercury decided to go into retrograde and everything went peak tongue. So today we're going to do it. I wanted to talk about tarot and how spot on you tend to find their predictions. So before I start, I just want to say I am by no means an expert in tarot. I only dabble in it. I don't read for people. I'm not a professional reader. So I only read for myself. So this is just based on my own experiences with it. So Christmas and New Year, oh, there's a buzzard over there. We all have a look to see what our card of the year is going to be, and we do that by adding the day that we were born together with the month that we were born and the new year, which would be, so for instance, mine will be the 25th of the 1st 2022. Look at the frost on there. Isn't it pretty? And you add it together and then it gives you your card for the year. So I'm going to go back a year. So when I did it last year, my card was the death card, and it's not a card to worry about. In fact, it's quite a good card. It basically means that it's the death of whatever doesn't serve you anymore. If it's not making you happy or making your life easy, it'll be taken out of your life to make room for new things, new and better things. So last year, we were told that we would either be made redundant or have our hours cut, and have a shift change, which is what happened. I ended up losing 3 hours a week and I ended up with a complete shift pattern change, and I went from doing days. What are you looking at, Lou? There's a hole. Probably rabbits. Come on. I ended up doing from days to tea times. And I know I pulled a face. I was a bit like, oh God. But to be honest with you, it worked out quite nicely because it means that I have my days to myself and I go to work in the evenings, which means more time for walking Lou, making videos, doing stuff that needs to be done. So after a couple of months I got used to it and I quite like it. So there is an example of the death card. Yes, I lost hours, but I was took off days to go on to teas, and that left me with more time during the day to do what I wanted or what I needed to do. There you go, sorted. This year, my card is Temperance. And Temperance is all about finding balance. It's about getting the yin and the yang right in your life. You know, the right amount of time spent at work with the right amount of time spent at home with family. The right amount of time for you and the right amount of time for you to do jobs and stuff. So hopefully this year we can sort the balance out, and I'll be a lot happier and maybe a lot calmer and not so scatty or erratic. My sister's card for this year is the Tower. Now, it's not a card to be feared. However, it's a card to guard, because the Tower is expect the unexpected. If it's going to go wrong, it will go wrong. It's a card of upheaval. And we are, what, halfway through January? It's the 15th today, is it? I think it's the 15th today. And so far this year, my sister has had the problem with a water tank in the loft to the point where it leaked and caused a flood in the flat. And she's had to have contractors in from the housing association to come and find the problem, sort the problem, fix the problem, and it's just been a ball ache from start to finish, and it's still not resolved. Although we're not getting water coming through the ceiling anymore, the job still needs to be completed. Then she had a problem with the front door key. She'd put the key in to open the front door to let the lads in to come and sort the ceiling out, and she just managed to get the key out of the lock as it snapped. So if it had snapped while it was in the lock, then that would have to be a locksmith. And me and my big mouse the other day went, oh, it all comes in threes, you just need another one, and then that'll be it, you'll be done for a bit. Keep your mouth shut, sales, things like these do come true. She went to do a bit of grocery shopping after work, went to pay for it, and her card's playing up. So she's had the problem of having to ring the bank up, find out what's going on, order a new card. But as luck was at it, she took it to another shop and it worked. So whether or not it's the machines that they use in the first shop that was causing the problem, we don't know. But she's got a new card coming. So, what are you looking at? I can't see nothing. So that is a prime example of the Tower. Destruction, problems, expect the unexpected, and we're only halfway through January and we've still got 11 and a half months to go through. So yes, the tarot never ceases to amaze me, because it shows that how can I put this? It shows that it's one way of showing us that the universe is trying to speak to us, and sometimes if we're not paying attention to messages or signs, then it'll talk to us through the tarot. And a lot of people will say, oh, don't know why you bother, oh, none of it comes true, it's all fake. It's not. There are loads of instances. Oh, just look at that, the sun's coming through, look, how beautiful is that? That's amazing. We'll try and get round the bottom before the sun goes back in. We'll see if we can catch it. There's lots of instances that I've had, and it's told me that, you know, I've had a card and it says you need to do this, or you need to watch this, or just be careful. And at the time, it might not materialise until a couple of days later, and then you go, that's what that card meant. Dear Lord Almighty, that's what that card meant. So, although some people might poo-poo it and say, oh, it's fake, it's not real, people are taking you for a ride. For me anyway, because I've started dabbling with tarot, I can see where it's coming from, and I can see that there may be a message, or there may be a warning in there, there may be some guidance, and I can see it might come true that day, or it might happen a few days later, but it does happen. It might not come up and smack you up the face. It might just be a subtle jolt, and say, you're not watching, you're not taking care of yourself, you're not concentrating. But yes, to me, tarot is something to take into account, because it does leave you with little messages, it does leave you with little warnings. And just something for you to bear in mind, either through the day or through the week or through the month. And yeah, I quite like tarot. It's a great form of divination. And it's a great tool to use, for the day, or for the week ahead, or for the month ahead, or even for the year ahead. It's just a good tool to use. So that's my take on tarot, and how spot on that I actually find it to be. So we are going to finish off our walk around this field amongst this beautiful, beautiful frost, and then we're going to go home for a cup of tea and defrost and get some jobs done. So lovelies, I hope you all have a very blessed Saturday. If you're going out and about today, please wrap up warm. It's bitterly cold. Please look after yourselves and stay safe. Look out for one another. Check on your friends, your family and your neighbours. Be kind to one another. You don't know what that person's going through. And as always, and above all, I'm wishing you all a very, very blessed Saturday, and sending you much love and many, many blessings.